Hello and welcome to Modalities Movement Therapy. It's week 26 and today we're going to be challenging the balance. With the use of a foam roller, we're going to work on releasing the front and the back line of the body as well as the deep core line, and then we're going to be targeting in standing the balancing positions. So we're focusing on strengthening the ankles and the feet as well as the core muscles. Let's start in standing, and you're going to bring your foam roller next to you. Come to the back of the mat. Breathe in, circle the arms up. Have a nice big yawn and stretch everything out. Release that tension in the jaw that leads into the neck. Now bring the chin to the chest and roll down through the spine. Hang out there and bounce from side to side. From this position, come down onto your hands and knees. We're going to stay on the hands and knees and just bring the thumb and the front arm line of the arm closest to the foam roller on the foam roller. And then we're going to roll along that front arm line. Take the supporting hand and turn the fingers in so you can take it a little bit further out into that extension as you roll the roller to the elbow. Keep going. 3 more. Another 2 and 1. Good. From there, holding the wrist and the heel of the hand on the foam roller, bounce the shoulder down. So just increasing that stretch into the pectoral muscles on the front of the chest. Keep going. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take that hand off the foam roller, and again you're going to point the fingers into the center. Take the knife edge of the other arm onto the foam roller. Look under your armpit and roll through. Roll through there. Keep going. Roll. Stretching over the back of that arm line and releasing up to the triceps. 4, 3, 2, and hold it there and try and look through and just pulse it a little bit further into that stretch. Good. Let's come down onto the abs, onto the front of the body. Bring the knee up onto the foam roller. Open up your supporting leg as wide as you can, so you're opening up into the hips. You can come onto the same hand as the leg that's on the foam roller and roll along the inner thigh. Now we were working on the arm lines. Now this is the deep core line. So running from the inside of the arch of that foot up the inside of the shin and along these adductors along the inner thigh. Keep going. Another 2 and 1. Good. Let's do the same thing to the other side. So we'll start off pointing the supporting fingers towards the foam roller, thumb down onto the foam roller, pinky, little finger up towards the ceiling. Drop the shoulder and roll out. Drop and roll. Keep going, last 2 and 1 more. Bring the roller underneath the thumb and pulse the shoulder down. Keep going. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Let's take the knife edge of the supporting arm onto the foam roller. Open up this elbow and lift the elbow up, and let's roll through. Roll along that back arm line.
So reaching through and stretching. 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold it there and just bounce. 2, 3. Keep going. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Drop onto your front. Bring the knee up onto the foam roller. Your supporting leg. Open it up as wide as you can. Stay on the same hand. And let's roll along that inner thigh. Now you can rest the foot on the roller, or you can bring it onto the floor next to the foam roller. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Coming back onto the hands and knees. We're going to bring the foam roller in front of the mat. We're going to target the back arm lines again. So let's bring the elbows, palms are together, shoulders and elbows over the foam roller, knees and hips in line. Palms are together, you're going to drop the hands, but as you bend the elbows, I want you to roll forward. So you should feel a nice stretch around the shoulder area. Roll forward, so you're looking over the foam roller. Now as you tuck, you're tilting the pelvis under and you're rounding the spine, bringing the chin to the chest and look at the knees. Breathe in again and open yourself up. Drop the chest down. Breathe out. Come into that rounded position. So focus on that exhalation and breathing in and breathe out. Keep going, breathing in and out. Again for 4. And breathe out. And 5. And breathe out. 6. And breathe out. 2 more. And breathe out again like we did in the other arm stretch. We're going to pulse the chest up and down, increasing that stretch around the shoulder girdle. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's roll up. Now we're going to position the foam roller underneath the belly button. So if you can, turn the toes out and rest your heels on the mat. And we're going to just relax as much as possible. And you should feel the pulse of the aorta beating into the foam roller. So I want you to breathe in and feel the breath releasing the lower back there, this whole area around here. So you want to breathe into that area. Breathe out. So as we breathe in, the lungs are expanding, they're pushing the diaphragm down, and that's pushing into the lower back to release those muscles around the spine there. Breathe out. Keep going. 2 more. Nice deep breath in. And as you exhale, try focus more on that exhalation and feel that pulsing. Let's breathe in for the last one. 4 counts in. 3, 2, 1, breathe out. Keep going. 5 and 6. Good. Let's now come back onto the knees and bring the foam roller to the front of the legs. So let's roll to the knees. If you can, go over the knees. Roll over the knees. If there is a lot of tension in the knees, then just work to above the knees. Now, instead of walking the elbows forward and back, I want you to try extend those elbows on the mat. And we're going to pull using the triceps. You're going to pull yourself forward. So push the elbows into the mat and engage those triceps as you pull yourself forward and extend back. Now you're breathing in and let's roll back. Do another 2 and extend for the last one. And extend. Come onto the hands, tuck and pull up into a lifted position. Let's now bring the knees onto the foam roller. Extending the hands slightly ahead of the shoulders. I want you to look up and breathe in. So you're arching into that back, sticking the tailbone up. Now as you breathe out, you're going to tuck the tailbone round the spine, bring the head down so the chin to the chest, and roll the knees up to the forehead. Now try, as you come into that extension, breathing in there, feel that stretch in the abdominal muscles. Now as you breathe out, you want to keep the tailbone lifted. So I don't want to see this happening where the bum drops down. You want to keep those core muscles engaged, and you want to lift the knees up. Roll the roller right to the toes if you can. Breathing in, open yourself up. Breathe out, bring the shoulders over the wrists and tuck. Breathe in, open yourself up. If you're taking any strain in the shoulders or the wrists, then come onto the elbows. But you won't get as big a range of movement. So if you can, stay up on the hands. Breathing out. Nice and controlled. Let's do another 3. Breathing out. And breathing in. Another 2. Finish off with one more. Breathing out. And breathing in. Good. Let's bring the toes onto the foam roller. And now we're sitting and creating a nice stretch into the front of the ankles. Bring the hands, if any strain in the knees, I want you to bring your hands onto your shoulders, and you're going to lean back as much as possible, engaging those core muscles to help you stay lifted and opening up. If you can, bring the hands onto the foam roller, and you're going to push up into a lifted position and just nod the head from side to side. In both positions, you can nod the head from side to side, and then you're going to release. Bring the hands onto the mat, and we're going to now lift up and pulse the knees up to the chest. So you're going to round the spine again and lift and bounce. 2, 3, 4. We're exhaling here. Drop the knees down. Hands onto the shoulders or onto the foam roller. You're breathing in. Look. 2, 3, 4. Start the exhalation. Hands and pulse. 2, keep exhaling. 3 and 4. Drop down. Open yourself up. Breathing in. And drop. Breathing out. Pulse. 2, 3, 4. Keep going. Drop down. Nice deep breath in. And nod. 2, 3, 4. Drop down. Hands down. Elbows down. Pulse. 2, 3, 4. Drop down. 2 more. Nice deep breath in. Nod. And breathe out. Hands down and pulse. 2, 3, 4. Good. 1 more. Nice deep breath in. And exhaling. Hands in front and pulse. 2 and drop down. Good. Just take a quick break and have a drink of water. Let's target the neck and shoulder area, and then we'll move along the back line of the body. Feet in front, lower down, bring the neck onto the foam roller. So if you've got one of these corrugated foam rollers, try and put one of the corrugations right along the occiput ridge, that bony process, in line with the earlobes. You can keep the arms at the sides and nod the head from side. to side. As we breathe in, take the ear to one side. As we breathe out, take the other ear over to the other side. So you're really pushing the ear down into the foam roller and getting a nice amount of rotation into the neck. Breathing in and breathing out. Keep going, a nice deep breath in and breathe out. While you're in this position, make sure that the shoulders are pushing down into the mat. So really open up across the chest as much as possible. Another 2, breathe out, breathe in, and breathe out. From this position, just rock around onto your side. So you'll keep the neck on the foam roller, and we're going to look over the shoulder, the top shoulder. When you're in this position, I don't want the top shoulder back and the bottom shoulder forward. Lift yourself off the mat and stack your shoulders. Now look up and over the shoulder, breathing in. So you'll feel you're getting quite a bit of resistance from the neck as you look up and over the shoulder. We're going to move into the shoulder rotation, but for now, I want you to resist as you look up and over the shoulder. By resisting, you're keeping the shoulder where it is. So you're getting more rotation into the neck. Do another 2, nice deep breath in and out. And again, nice deep breath in and out. Let's now take the elbow and relax the arm, breathing in. Look up and over the shoulder and follow that elbow. Breathe out. Good. And again, nice deep breath in and breathe out. Let's go for 3 and breathe out. And 4 and breathe out. For 5 and breathe out. 3 more. Last 2. Last 1. And breathe out. Good. Let's take the hand onto the foam roller and just push up. Now the bottom arm you're going to bring behind you, so your arm is parallel to the foam roller and the palm is facing down. So if you see it from this angle, that is your position. If you're taking too much strain in the shoulder, you can bring the arm down and the palm facing up. And if there's still too much tension in the shoulder or the neck, then you just bring the arm in front. Otherwise, your arm is behind, palm facing down, spread the fingers out. The top arm is going to open up as far as you can. So try and squeeze those rhomboid muscles together on either side of the spine, pulling the scapula together. You're going to look at that top hand and look forward. Let's breathe in and out. Breathing in and out. Breathe in and out. So you might feel quite a limited range of movement in the neck. Start off small, even if it's just the eyeballs that are moving up and down, and then you'll feel the range of movement will improve. Another 2 and release, and 1 more and release. Take that top hand, just push yourself off the mat again, stack the shoulders, keep the neck on the foam roller, take the top leg and bring the foot onto the mat. So now you're going to push into this foot and the supporting knee, and I want you to lift up and over the foam roller. So I want you to think of the neck and extending the neck and opening up the vertebra in the spine so we can create space that we can move and breathe into. Keep going, pulse it up. 5 and 4, 3 and 2 and 1. Good, and release it. Push yourself up. Let's continue the same releases on the other side. Start off neck on the roller, stacking those shoulders, one on top of the other. You can hold on to the end of the roller, and now look up and over the roller. Breathe in and out. Nice deep breath in and out. Again, breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. For 4. And release. And 3. And release. Another 2. And release. And the last one. Continue the same movement. This time we're going to follow that elbow. And now the shoulder will rock open and back. So you should get a nice stretch across the front arm line. Breathing in into those pectoral muscles. And release. Breathe in and release. Again. And release. 3 more. And release. Two more. Finish off 1 more. And pushing off the mat, open up and extend that bottom arm behind you. Remember, you've got the other 2 options of keeping the arm in front or dropping the arm and bringing the palm up. Otherwise, you're going to bring the shoulder blades together at the back, so activate the rhomboids. Look up at that top hand and look forward. Breathe in, look at the hand as far as back as you can go, and the front of the foam roller. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Keep going for 3. And release. And 4. 5. Are you breathing in as you open up? Breathe out as you go forward. Last one. And breathe out. Good. Taking the hand, pushing off, and again back into this position. Foot and knee are supporting you as you lift up and butt the roller with the shoulder blade. Lift the neck up and over the foam roller. You can add a little bit of a rotation in the neck as well. So looking over the shoulder there. Keep going. 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. Roll onto your back again. A few nods from side to side. Rock yourself into a seated position. And up we come. Taking the foam roller, we're going to release the shoulder blades now. So your feet are flat, knees are bent, and you are going to relax your head in your hands. So link the fingers, make sure the head is and the neck are nice and relaxed there. Lifting your tailbone, roll over the shoulder blades. Now we're going to create a little bit of a seesaw motion. So as the roller goes up to the neck, I want you to lift your bum. As the roller goes down, I want you to drop your bum. So that's your seesaw up and down. Good. Breathing in and out. Remember to engage your glutes, pushing the pelvis up and breathing in. Again. Do 2 more. Finish off and breathe out. Drop the tailbone and make sure the foam roller is at the base of the shoulder blades now. We're going to breathe in, opens up, stretch over that abdominal area, And then as you push and tilt the tailbone under, lower back is pushing down into the mat. You're squeezing and engaging the glutes, and exhale. So you want to feel like your rib cage is pulling you down. Breathing in, open yourself up. Now take the hands and feel the rib cage pulling you down there. That's your position. Keep the space between the chin and the chest as you come up. Breathe in. Open yourself up and breathe out into that tuck position. Exhale, 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 exhale. Keep going. Nice deep breath in and breathe out. Last two. Nice deep breath in and breathe out. And one more. Breathing in. Hold it there. Breathe out. And bounce into that open position. Keep focusing on the breathing. Now on the last one, focus on the exhalation as the rib cage pulls you into that rounded position. Hug the knees into the chest and rock yourself up to a seated position. Glutes on the foam roller. Let's now cross. So we're going to sit. Lift the back buttock off the foam roller and cross the front ankle over the knee. Then you're going to take your hand onto the sole of your foot, your thumb, and bring it under the ball of the big toe. And I want you to rotate, rotate your foot so the sole of the foot is facing you. And you're going to massage, but not just over the glutes, right up and into that lower back. Now, if you're opening the foot up, then you're opening up more into the hips, then you'll get more into the lateral line of the leg. So we want to target as much surface area as we can, all the way down and back. Keep going. Do another 3. And 2, and the last one. Okay, still on the same leg, so you're going to extend the leg and we're going to reach the hand to the outside of the foot. As we do that, I want you to roll the roller over the hamstrings, so down the back of the leg. Now, if you want to turn the foot out slightly, you can target the lateral side, but I want you to try focus on turning the feet in to get the hamstrings. But if you have any tension in that lateral side, you can always do that. Now, as the roller comes to the tailbone and the leg goes forward, I want you to reach the arm up next to the ear. Let's breathe in there. As you breathe out, reach to the outside of the foot and roll back. So take it as far as you can. If your balance is not cooperating, then you make the movement small to start. So if that's as far as you can go, leave it there. And then we increase the range of movement as we go. So take it a little bit further now, breathing out into that rounded position. And again, a nice deep breath in. And breathe out. Keep going, breathing in. Getting further each time, breathing out and reach to that hand, that foot. Breathe in and out. And the last one. And breathe out. Good. And just pulse there, just above and behind the knee. Good. Release it. Let's target the other side. So you can switch buttocks. Cross the ankle over the knee, thumb onto the ball of the big toe, and then bring the lateral side of that leg as close to the roller as you can. Start off small and make that movement bigger. Over the glutes and into the lower back. going. Let's do another 4, rolling up. And finish off with one more. Let's extend that leg out. Let's start off in that extended position, breathing in. As you breathe out, roll the roller as far down as you can. Take the hand to the outside of that foot. Breathing in and breathe out. Good. Breathing in and out. Again. Hopefully you're getting a little bit further down, so make the movement smaller to start and increase the range. Breathe in and out. Last one. And breathe out. Good, and pulse it. Small pulses back and forward. Drop onto your tailbone. The roller is now underneath the knees. Hold onto the roller if you need to. Extend the legs so we're right behind the knee. We're releasing those muscles behind the knee, the popliteus, and it's tucked right in there. So try and lengthen the legs as much as possible and then shear over the foam roller. So pull yourself into that lifted position and shear from side to side. And finish off. Now taking one leg, bring the foot flat and bend the knee. Take the other leg onto the foam roller. I want you to reach from the hip. So you're going to keep the supporting foot on the mat, keep the bum on the mat, and massage over the calf muscle, extending from the hip. So imagine someone's pulling your foot out and lengthening out of the hip. So that buttock, you're going to reach it forward. So it is going to, you might want to lift it slightly off the mat so you can reach forward and push it forward. Now you're not going to get much range of movement up and over the calf. So for the last few, I want you to lift the bum and roll right from the ankle to the knee. And you can rotate the leg so you are getting all the way around the calf muscles. Okay, let's go down to the ankle, and I want you now, again, if you can, sit up and you can bring the supporting leg and cross it over. Now just focus on the foot that's on the foam roller, and I want you to circle the toes and change direction. And then you can point and flex that foot. Point and flex. Once you've done that circle, point and flex. Let's do the same thing to the other side. So we'll start off with the foot flat and the knee bent, and then you're extending out of the hip bone there. Lengthen. Massage as far up and down the calf as you can, and just slide the bum up and down. Now if you want to increase that range of movement and get a bit deeper into the release, roll with the bum lifted and rotate the foot. Find that trigger point, hang around that spot and release it.
So you want to just rotate the foot, but try and keep the foot relaxed. Let's get into the ankle now. Bring the roller underneath the ankle, and you're going to cross over, lift up if you can. If you're taking any strain in the wrists, then you can just stay in a seated position. Otherwise, play around with the position of the hands, wherever you're most comfortable. And now circle the foot. And change direction. And when you're ready, you're going to point and flex the toes. And release. Working a little bit more with the calves and with the feet, so into the arch of the foot, that plantar fascia, we want to give that a good stretch. We're going to start off on the knees with the toes curled under and bring the roller right above that those Achilles tendons, and you're going to sit into the foam roller. Now, keeping the toes curled under, we're going to wiggle the hips from side to side. So you're stretching into the feet, but also giving the ankles a little bit of a release as you wiggle the hips from side to side. So stretching all over the feet and a bit into the back line of the body. Now what we're going to do is release the feet. So we have stretched the front of the ankles. So this is just increasing that stretch a little bit. Bring the roller as close to your bum as you can. Using your hands, I want you to massage and roll the roller over the calves. Sit back into that stretch and then lift up again. Good. And massage over the calves. Stretch that, release that fascial tissue. Stretch the front of the ankles. Good. And back. Pushing into it, so put a little bit of weight into the foam roller. Keep going. Now for the last two, if you want to curl the toes under and do the same thing, you can. So you're incorporating that stretch into the feet. And one more. Good. Release the foam roller to the side. Bring the hands onto the mat. Let's uncurl the toes. Breathe in. Arch. Breathe out as you tuck. Curl the toes under. Push up into a pyramid or down dog position. And walk your hands to your feet. And just bounce. Bounce to one side. Bounce to the other side. Try go a little bit further, reaching the hands around and over to the other side. When you're ready, into the center, only uncurl when you take that inhalation. Breathe in and uncurl through the spine. Good. Circle the shoulders up and back and have a quick drink of water. We're now coming into some standing balances. Starting off, let's keep the feet side by side. We're going to take the hands behind the head. So if you see me from this angle, breathing in, I want you to extend your arms up to the diagonal. And as we breathe out, circle the arms, bring the hands behind the back and tuck the belly button to the spine, chin to the chest, and open up across the back of the shoulders. Tuck there. Now you're going to breathe in, circle the arms up, hands behind the head. Now start your exhalation as you extend the arms. Exhale, because we know we want a longer exhalation. Good. Reach and breathe in.
open yourself up. Breathe out. Breathe in. So I want you to deflate those lungs as much as possible, so you empty those lungs, and as soon as you feel you need to breathe in, open yourself up and circle those arms up and back. Good, and breathe out. Breathing in and open up. Breathe out. Last two. And breathe out. And one more. And breathe out. Now just opening up and breathing out. And breathe in and breathe out. Another two, breathing in and breathe out. One more and breathe out. Good. From there, you're going to take one foot onto the mat and bring the other foot in front. Make sure that your back foot is not turned in or out. Same with the front foot. You want them one behind the others. Other toes to the heel at the back. And now you should feel your back ankle working nice and hard to stabilize you. Try relax the arms at the sides and just focus on your breathing and your balance. Good. Breathing in and breathe out. Keep going, nice deep breath in. And that back ankle should be working nice and hard. Breathe out. One more inhale and exhale. And breathe out. We're going to now bring the front foot, so you're still focusing on that stabilizing ankle, bring it into a tree pose. So the foot can either go below the knee, above the knee, or next to the knee. If you need that support of your foam roller, keep it close by. And let's again focus on the breathing. So keep the knee turned out and you're breathing in. Let's call this the Namaste pose. Breathe in and breathe out. Nice deep breath in and breathe out. Keep going, breathing in and breathe out. Breathing in and breathe out. Do 5, so just one more nice deep breath in and breathe out. Use the foam roller if you need to. And taking that foot down, let's bring the other foot into that tree pose. So you're opening up that knee. And when you're ready, let's circle the arms up. We'll start off with that inhalation. And breathe out. And again, nice deep breath in. And breathe out. Keep going, breathing in. And breathe out. Breathing in. And breathe out. 2 more, breathing in. And out. And
and breathing in and breathe out. And let's take that foot in front and focus on the balance. Squeezing the glutes, relaxing the shoulders. Focus on the breathing. And one more. And breathe out. Good, putting the foam roller back to one side. If you need it, keep it handy. We're now going to go into an aeroplane pose and into hip circles. So you want to try keep the stabilizing knee straight and lengthen back into that aeroplane pose. Now just lifting the upper body slightly, I want you to bend that lifted knee and come into a hip circle. Use the foam roller if you need to, and circle up and back, and then back into your tree pose. From there, drop the foot, drop the upper body, breathe in, and uncurl through the spine. And then you're going straight into aeroplane on the other side, extending the leg. Now lifting the upper body slightly, you're going to do an internal rotation with the hip, then an external rotation with the hip, back into your aeroplane pose. And once you've got your balance, hold it there. Then drop the foot, upper body down, breathe in, and uncurl through the spine. Go straight into your aeroplane pose, leaning forward, circling the hip up and forward, and then take it up and back, and then lengthen into aeroplane, and drop, and round, uncurl through the spine, and into aeroplane here, hip circle forward, and reverse it, and lengthening, drop down, and uncurl. Same thing to the other side. We're going to do 4 more. Lengthening forward, slightly up, internal hip rotation, into external. Be aware of your supporting foot. Try spread the toes out as much as possible and think about the big toe. Not always easy, but just be aware of that foot. And uncurl through the spine. Reach up and extend. Lift, internal and external. Back, drop down and uncurl. Another 2 sets, lengthening out and rotate in, rotate out, lengthen and drop down and uncurl for the last set. And up, internal, external, and drop down. And a nice deep breath in, uncurl, just circle the shoulders up and back. Let's have a quick drink of water. Now we're going to go into lateral hops. Starting off in the center, you're going to slightly turn the feet out, and we're going to step one foot to the side. So nice wide stance. You're going to bend that knee. Then you're going to lift the inside leg and you're going to bring the hand onto the mat. Reach the other arm up to the ceiling and lift that leg up, bending that lifted leg. Take a nice wide stance. So you're going to jump into a lateral or hop into a lateral movement and bend the lifted knee. Reach that top hand up to the ceiling. Look down at your knee once you're in that position. Coming up and do the same thing again. Good, let's go for 3 and 4. Keep going for 5 and 6, 7. Hold it on 8. Now in this position, looking at your knee, you're going to bend and extend the knee. Not too much of an extension. You want to feel the glutes working. So we pulse up for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. From there, you're going to keep that lifted foot up. You're going to release the hand off the floor or the mat and uncurl through the spine. So challenging your balance. Step across into that lateral hop. Same thing to the other side. Look at your knee and bounce into that pulse. 2, 3, 4, 5. So you can call it a bounce or a pulse. Up, 2, and 1. We're going to do 2 more sets. Nice big lateral hop there. Reach and pulse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. Release, uncurl, hop over to the other side and pulse it for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Uncurl through the spine and coming up. Have another drink of water. Just take a quick break. We're now going into what's called shrimp squats. So similar to what we've just done, we're just going to focus on the squats and we're going to balance on one foot as we go into a bit of a rotation with the foam roller. So let's start I'm on the right foot. You can mirror me. And we're going to take the foam roller in the hands. Bring the ball of the big toe or the big toe onto the mat if you need to get that extra little bit of support. Otherwise, keep that foot lifted. From there, we're going to bend into that supporting leg. You're going to take the foam roller to the outside of the supporting leg. So you're going to drop down. Then you're going to reach up into a rotation, bringing the knee in front. Let's drop down into that squat position and then breathe in to that lifted position. Keep going. Drop down into that squat. Reach around. Breathe into that lifted position. Let's go for 4. And breathe in. Keep going for 5. And breathe in. Another 3. Whoops. Stay up in that lifted position if you can. Drop the roller down to the mat if you need to. And then get your stability. And then come up. Another 2. And breathe in. Finish off with 1 more. And breathe out. Good. Coming into the center, let's just take a quick break. You might need to just give that ankle a bit of a release. Then just coming to center into a squat position. What I want you to do with the foam roller is hold it in the hands. So the palms are facing up, but I want you to get a firm grip with the thumb. And as we sit into a squat position, you're going to squat down, and I want you to try take the foam roller above the head if you're not taking any tension in the shoulders, and then come up. Good. So you want to try and pull the arms apart. So keeping hold of the foam roller, you want to almost try and stretch that foam roller out. As you breathe in, we're squatting. As you breathe out, we're coming into that lifted position. Good. So taking the hands forward or above the head. Keep squeezing the foam roller and pulling the arms apart. Breathe in and breathe out. Good. A nice deep breath in and breathe out. Let's do another 4. Breathing in and breathe out. And 3. And breathe out. Another 2. And breathe out. And 1 more. And breathe out. From there, let's take it over to the other side. So you're going to balance on the other foot. And if you need that ball of the big toe on the mat, you can use it. Bring the arms above the head. Let's lift the foot if you can. Keep it down. If not, rock around to the outside of the supporting leg. Breathe in to that rotation. Good. Breathe out. Drop down. Breathe in. And rotate. Good. Go for 3. And breathe in. And 4. And a nice deep breath in. Keep going for 5. And breathing in. And 6. And breathing in. For 7. And breathing in. The last one for 8. And breathing in. Good. And let's finish off with one more set of squats. This time I want you to open the arms up. So before we had the thumbs inside, now I want you to bring the fingers inside the foam roller and the thumbs to the outside. So this time we'll get a little bit more range of movement in the shoulders. So as you squat down, make sure you're pushing the knees apart. So I want you to focus on, be careful that the knees are not coming in. You want to open up the knees and sit back into that squat position. So make sure you are not coming forward with the knees, rather sitting back with the tailbone. As you do that, still trying to pull the hands apart, squeezing the foam roller and stretching it. So we're breathing in again as we squat. Breathe out as we come up. Breathe in for 4. And breathe out. Breathe in for 5. And breathe out. Let's go for 3 more for 6. And breathe out. Last 2, breathing in. And breathe out. For the last one. And breathe out. Good. Put the foam roller on the mat and let's breathe in again, rolling down through the spine, hanging out there. And come into a seated position. So we can just finish with the neck on the foam roller and a few nods, nodding that head from side to side. Just releasing any tension there. Hug your knees into a seated position, rocking up. And let's take the foam roller and finish off with the foam roller in the lower back, as we did incorporate a few rotations into those standing movements
Let's position the foam roller in the lower back. So you're really opening up over the abdominal area. Now bring one knee over the hip and the other knee over the hip. You can hold on to the foam roller and rock the knees from side to side, just releasing that lower back. Now, as you drop the knees to one side, look over the opposite shoulder. Keep going. Coming back to the center, keeping the foam roller in the lower back if it's not too uncomfortable. If you are taking any strain, then remove the foam roller. And we're going to lengthen one leg and lengthen the other leg. So really stretching that front line of the body and extending the arms next to the ears. Let the feet flop out and try and open up as much as you can, relaxing into this position and just focusing on that diaphragmatic breathing. So you want to focus more on that exhalation. And exhale for 6 counts if you can, from 4 to 6 counts. Breathe in for 4. Exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. So really focus on that exhalation. Exhale, exhale. 2 more nice deep breath in. And exhale. 1 more nice deep breath in. And exhale. Bring one foot flat, bring the other foot flat. Lift up, release the foam roller, and again just hug the knees into the chest. Just bounce the knees to the chest. Pandiculate, so just rock the knees from side to side. As you do that, stretch the arms around in opposite directions. Lengthen the leg. Just move around, stretch and yawn. And when you're ready, we're going to take a deep breath in, reaching the arms next to the ears. As you breathe out, chin to the chest. Breathe out there. Now you stay in that position. Now on the next inhalation, we come up into a lifted position. Good. And release. Come into a seated position and just give the shoulders a nice big roll. A breath in. Circling the arms again and drop the hand down, heel onto the mat, heel of the hand, and just pull that ear down to the opposite shoulder. Add a little bit of a bounce. And then lifting up the arms again and over to the other side, heel of the hand and bounce. Drop the chin to the chest. Gently push forward on the back of the head. Now, as you breathe in, I want you to push against the hands and open up across the front of the shoulders. Nice deep breath in there. Let's do that again. Breathing out. Bring the chin to the chest. Now, on the inhalation, push the head and resist with the hands. Open yourself up. Good. And release. Well done, and thank you for joining me.